All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that you have brainstormed some of those ideas for your new normal, we're now going to go in and really look at the stain and creating your stained glass. Just like we talked about in class, and you can kind of see even in this mandala here, if you look at a mandala and you look at how it divides and breaks up, you see how each piece reflects on the other. Zoom in. So if you see how each of these is like a pie piece, it's just repeated. That's what we are going to do. So you're going to try out your design. You're going to think about composition and designing your pie piece, which is going to get repeated 8 times. So you're going to try out multiple ideas for your radial design. You need to make sure each space includes a word. Now your word can come from your worksheet. It can come from the top of your worksheet. It could be a new normal word. It could be a feeling word, or it could be an object word. So you could use any word that comes to mind from this worksheet. You want to try both lined and shaped letters. Now I'm going to go with mask because that's kind of the generic one, and I'm going to do it in both lined and shaped. So I'm going to show you what I mean. The other thing you need to make sure that you're doing is you're having your letters touch the edges. So see how this M is touching each edge? You don't want to have like mask. This is not good. You want your letters nice and big. You want them to touch both sides. They could also touch each other, and you can use that to kind of break up the space. Really what you're using these letters to do is to break up this space so that now I have lots of smaller spaces. So that is a lined letter. In other words, a lined letter. A shaped letter. So a shaped letter could be bubble like this, or if you are somebody who likes getting blocky, you could have a blocked letter. But try them both lined and shaped to see how they look. So then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to do my shaped mask. I'm going to try it a little bit differently. Maybe I put the A. I don't like the A over there. I like the A up here a little bit more. So I've got my A. Maybe this A leads into the S. See how I'm kind of turning my letter in a different direction? So this is your chance to experiment and try things out. And then I've got my K. See how I kind of even tied my letters together? That helps too for the next step. So I've got my word that's lined and shaped. Includes a simplified image, no big details. You're going to be copying this 8 times, so you don't want something like super tiny and super detailed. You want it to kind of be a bigger shape, and you want to use it to break up any of the spaces you have left. So like I kind of need something here, so I'm going to put a mask here. So you can either use an image that's the words, an image that represents the word, or if I had like hope here, I could make something that makes me feel hopeful. So it could just be like if I have bored, I could have something that makes me feel less bored. So just have the image and your word kind of tie together in some way, but it doesn't have to be like I'm writing the word mask and I'm drawing a mask. I'm just picking that because it's kind of the obvious choice. All right, so I used a couple of masks to break up the space. I don't have any big spaces left. I don't have too many floating objects, and I don't have lots of tiny details. So that is what you want to have. You want to try it 5 different ways. You can try different words or do the same word a bunch of different ways. All right, once you're finished that, come show it.